Hello friends, my name is Kumar Madhav Narayan and I'm studying MBA at Department of Management Studies at Madras. Currently I am pursuing a course of Financial Management under Professor ATR. And today I would like to talk about a very simple and very interesting concept of finance, that is time value of money. What does this concept say that a particular amount of money which you have at present contains more value than the same amount of money in future. So what does this mean? That suppose that you have 100 rupees today and you have 100 rupees at a later point of time. Say that after 1 year you have that same 100 rupees, and the value of that 100 rupees today is actually more than that value of 100 rupees 1 years later. So what I mean by this value of money, like what is value of money? Value of money I would like to define in terms that what is the number of a particular thing it can buy at a particular amount of time. So if we say that at 100 rupees, with 100 rupees today we can buy some 10 pens, and with 100 rupees a later point, say after 1 year we can buy 8 pens. So we can see that we can buy 10 pens now, but we are able to buy only 8 pens. So the amount of pens which we can buy today is more. That means the value of money is more. And why this value of money decreases with time, or why the purchasing power of the same amount of money decreases with time, is because of the earning power of money. Earning power of money means that money can earn interest on itself and increase its value. Talking about interest, I would like to discuss one very interesting scenario, um, where suppose you're getting 20% of interest rate where on your investment. Say that you put in a bank your 100 rupees, and the bank promises you to pay 120 rupees at the end of the year. So many of us might think that okay, 20% is a very healthy interest rate. But let me say that what if I say that you are actually losing money even after getting 20% of interest rate? It may happen that many of us believe that it is kind of weird whatever I'm saying, but let me explain how it can happen. Suppose that you're living in a country where pizza is a commodity and is of daily uses, where everyone buys it, and the current cost of pizza is 20 rupees. So with that 100 rupees today, you can buy 5 pizzas. And after 1 year, as the bank has promised you to give 20% of interest rate, it will give you 120 rupees back. And suppose that the price of pizza increases from 20 rupees to 30 rupees. So with that 120 rupees, how many pizza you can buy at later point of time at after 1 year? That is 4 pizzas only, because the price of pizza has increased to 30 rupees. So what we see that we were able to buy 5 pizza 1 year before, but now we are able to buy only 4 pizzas. So even after getting 20% of interest rate, we are losing one pizza. That is, we are losing money. And why is it happening? It is happening because of inflation. And a popular equation in financial management says that inflation is a very important thing, and it discusses about two sides of interest rate, that is nominal interest rate and real interest rate. And it says that the nominal interest rate is equal to real interest rate plus inflation. So in our case, in spite of getting 20% of interest rate, we were able to buy less amount of pizza because of this particular equation, where inflation actually pulls down the real interest rate to negative. And why this topic is important for me? It is because I think that it will give me a very broad idea about where to make investments, and not being intrigued by the high amount of interest rate being paid out by somebody. But I will also consider the effect of inflation, which uh, it will have on investment whatever I make in future when I start earning after my graduation. One of the very recent examples which I can quote that discusses or talks about time value of money is that Japan gave India rupees 80,000 crores of money for bullet trains at a interest rate of 0.1%. And many of us might think that this is actually a show of friendliness from Japan, but I don't think that it is the case, because in Japan the nominal interest rate or the rate of interest being offered is negative. That what that means, that that they are actually losing money for keeping it in a bank. So even if they are getting some 0.1% of interest rate, that's actually a good profit for them. So I think that a role of inflation in the value of money is very important in today's life.